Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to my Pick 14, my top 30 Southern Rock album countdown here in the month of June, each and every morning, coming at you with more of my Southern Rock album favorites. My favorite 30, my top 30. Actually, it's 31 because I did give you one little bonus episode where I gave you two just a couple days ago. So really 31 because I cheat. Every month I cheat just a little bit because I can. And I do. Occasionally, right? It's more because it's like, specific albums I kind of forget about it, and I'm getting midway through the countdown. I'm like, there's no way I can leave this one off. Absolutely no way. So that happened once this month. It won't happen again. Only the once. I promise. I promise. So today for pick number 14, we're going to take a look at the fourth album from this particular band, released June 1980 for Atco Records, produced by Al Nally and Henry Weck. I'm talking about Tomcat from Blackfoot. Oh, I can actually see myself. Look who's there. Look who's there. The reflection in the CD case. Yes, this is, like I said, the fourth album from Blackfoot. Jacksonville, Florida. Ricky Medlock, lead vocals, lead slide guitar, bottleneck guitar, rhythm guitar. Charlie Hargret on lead guitar. Greg T. Walker, bass backing vocals. And Jackson Spires, drums, backing vocals, and percussion. You got another appearance here by Shorty Medlock on harmonica and little vocals on one track. Pat McCaffrey plays some keyboards and sax on the track. Henry Weck on percussion. Some backing vocals from Donna Davis, Pamela Vincent, and Melody McCulley. And Peter Ruth plays harmonica also here on the album. So, man, what a good album. Arguably one of the heaviest albums ever released under the Southern Rock genre, right? This is a crankin' Blackfoot album. And actually, it's the second of like three just simply outstanding album releases in a row from them. And as great as this album is, I actually think there's one that's just a little bit better. So more on that one later on. But yeah, it starts off, we got 10 tracks on here. Not a weak song in the bunch. It kicks off with Warped. Barnstormin' song. I mean, I love the production on this album. The guitars are thick and metallic, but again, it has that kind of piss and vinegar, that raunchy feeling that you get with a lot of these Southern Rock bands. Warped is just killer. Great chorus, just a killer lead-off track. On the Run, another really good song. Anthemic chorus, driving guitar riffs. Loads of lead guitar on this album. You got both these two guys who are just amazing players. And Ricky's such a good vocalist. And the classic Blackfoot, when it was on, man, those first bunch of albums, just real up from the first album all the way up to kind of like Siago. Hard to top any of those. All really good. You got Dream On, another excellent song. And Street Fighter, which is just big, raunchy, kind of like boogie metal, Southern boogie metal, right? Gimme, Gimme, Gimme. Another really fun song. Got that kind of, that fun, playful chorus. Again, the kind of boogie guitars and lots of raunch on that. Every Man Should Know with Queenie in parentheses. Again, continues the fun of Gimme, Gimme, Gimme. Those two songs kind of go hand in hand. Every Man Should Know. Great, memorable chorus. Such a fun song. It's easily a upper echelon Blackfoot song, I think, as far as memorable anthemic Southern rock. Just killer. In the Night is, God, you can almost call that heavy metal. Bruising song. Big, huge, tremendous riffs on that. Reckless Abandon, another cranking song. It does not let up from track number 1 all the way to Reckless Abandon. It's just one heavy hitter after another. Big, furious riffing. Tons of scalding lead guitar work. Great vocals. Catchy choruses. I mean, Blackfoot always had those really memorable choruses. It's not till the last two tracks that things kind of dial down a notch for more rootsy kind of country boogie Southern style numbers. You got Spendin' Cabbage, which is more of a raunchy acoustic tune. You got the bottleneck slide guitars coming out. Very cool song. You got harmonica and whatnot. And then Fox Chase, the last track, you got Shorty Medlock on with the little spoken word thing and the harmonica. And that's also kind of got slide guitars and just very kind of swampy, rootsy type of thing. So, yeah, man, just killer album. Tomcat. And I got a picture of the guys in here. Of course we do. Let's open this up because got to see the guys in action. There we go. Yeah, great band. I really love Blackfoot a lot. Classic Blackfoot. You know, one of those bands that I think here in the States anyway had a, you know, middling success, but I think that they were kind of a little overlooked, especially considering that they were putting out pretty amazing albums even after the Skinner plane crash, and for like a lot of fans who were, you know, like all of us, really sad over the loss of, you know, a couple guys from Skinner, and the band basically just ending right there. You know, you had Blackfoot and Molly Hatchet and the Outlaws and a handful of 38 Special and a handful of other bands. And while some of them saw some serious success, I never really understood why Blackfoot didn't get bigger here in this country, considering they had some really great songs that could have been hit singles at the time. You know, maybe it's because they Blackfoot toured relentlessly, but they always put them on a lot of heavy metal bills. And granted, they were one of the heavier southern rock bands, but I have to wonder if maybe that didn't really work out in their favor. Because I think, you know, hidden within a lot of these albums are some really, really great songs. And I always think that Blackfoot could and should have been one of the top 3 southern rock bands as far as, like, you know, sales and profile and all that stuff. Didn't really work out that way, but you know, most people do know them. Just never a household name. I think even Molly Hatchet were bigger here than Blackfoot, and I think Blackfoot is a better band than Molly Hatchet, though I love Molly Hatchet. But anyway, just my 2 cents on that. So yeah, Tomcat and Blackfoot, their 4th album, coming in number 14 on my top 30 countdown. We're winding our way down to number 1, folks. Lots of good stuff to come, as I'm sure you can imagine. You know, it's when we get to this part of the countdown where you're going to start to see a lot of repeat bands, right? Because there are those upper echelon bands that had multiple great legendary albums that, for me, have to be on this list. You know, you just can't deny it. Can't deny it. I'd be fooling myself if I was only going to limit this list to, you know, 1 album from each band, because you got, like I said, you got a handful of them that, you know, they had 3, 4, maybe 5 albums that are just, they're some of the best in this little style of music we're talking about here. So Southern Rock, it's summertime. Southern Rock is all the rage here on SOT for at least another couple weeks here. So in the comments below, please let us know what you feel about Tomcat, as well as your pick, your number 14 for today. Come back tomorrow morning for number 13 and each and every day throughout June. So thanks for watching. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. All together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell. We also have down below in the video description the link to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations and the link to our merch page. All sorts of cool SOT related stuff. We got some new shirt designs as well as a customizable shirt. If you didn't watch yesterday or the other day's video, me showing off some of the new stuff, go check that out and head on down to our merch page and get yourself a customized Mixtape Challenge shirt, as well as our new Death Moth shirt, which is very, very cool looking, nice and bright, cool psychedelic colors and things like that. So thanks for watching. I'm Pete Pardo. See you tomorrow morning with pick number 13 on my top 30 Southern Rock album countdown. Till then, I'm Pete Pardo. Take care. Bye-bye.